Alright, so they're saying Renan Barao versus Aljamain Sterling is set. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I'm pretty pumped for this fight. This is the reason why. I understand that Renan Barao, former champion. I understand that he had a padded record, you know, for the most part that was all from Brazil. He didn't really fight the top guys for a long time, but I do believe he was a legitimate champion. He was a dominant champion. TJ Dillashaw, Snake did clip him up and whoop his ass, man. I mean, those are two of the best and most entertaining fights that I've seen, period. You know, if I had to pick my top 20 fights, both of those fights would be in there. If I had to pick my top 20 fights, man, Chad Mendes versus Jose Aldo, both of those fights would be in there. Renan Barao versus Aljamain Sterling. And we know Aljamain Sterling is an extremely sensitive kid, man. He wanted that fight with John Dodson. Apparently that shit's not happening. I don't understand why Sean Shelby isn't booking the fights that the fans want to see. When we're talking about trash talk on Twitter and Instagram, and everybody's like, hey man, that shit sounds fun to me, why are they not booking that fight? But that's a different conversation. You know, when we're literally talking about Renan Barao, Aljamain Sterling, we're talking about, you know, Renan Barao, supposedly a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We're talking about Aljamain Sterling, supposedly a young guy on the come up, but you know, he hasn't really shown us what type of fighter he is day in, day out, every single time. I'm not sure what type of fighter Aljamain Sterling is. I understand he has some grappling. I understand that he wants to wrestle, but you know, he's the guy that has an excuse for every loss. Every time he wins a boring fight, he says he has to fight that way because the judges are too stupid. I just don't like that Ray Longo camp at all. Aljamain Sterling versus Renan Barao. I think Renan Barao is going to be way too fast for this guy. I think he's going to come in with a man on deck. I think he's going to go in there and let his fucking hands and feet go against Aljamain Sterling and clip him up. That's what I'm predicting to happen. I would actually be pulling for Aljamain Sterling a lot more if he didn't talk so much. If he didn't talk so much, it just seems like Aljamain Sterling's trying to match what everybody else is saying and doing, and he just sounds a little too cheesy for me, man. I like a bit of an edge, man. I like Renan Barao. He's probably not gonna really talk shit. He's not gonna talk trash, but I know one thing for sure, man. If he makes it to the fight, because this guy always has issues with his weight, if he makes it to the fucking fight, Renan Barao is gonna fight his fucking ass off the entire time. I don't see him running or trying to be elusive from Aljamain Sterling. I mean, this is a guy that's literally a striker, and Aljamain Sterling, he's not going to go out there and strike. He's going to go out there and try to do his so-called MMA game and try to win up on points and things like that. And I think, you know, once Renan Barao gets going, man, he's a dangerous fucking fight for anybody. I understand he lost to TJ Dillashaw twice, and I understand he lost to Jeremy Stephens, but I mean, those are good fighters, man. Even if you know, Jeremy Stephens has not knocked out a lot of people lately, man, he's still a legitimate fighter, and that was a close fight too. A lot of people said it could have went either way. I don't think Renan Barao is done, but I don't think he can make a championship run, but he should be able to have some very entertaining fights still in the UFC. I don't know what else to say, man. Fuck it, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments.